What's up, guys? Welcome back to A.N.T Sports Talk. I'm Andrew, this is Nick, and this is Tristen. Today we're going to be talking about the Spurs and Rockets game. Basically 7:50 left in the game. James Harden had a breakaway dunk, and he made it.
Yeah.
But then the ref said that he missed it, and that whole debacle. So we're going to be getting into that. But first, little incentive for you guys. If this video gets 100 likes, which I think we can do it, Nick Waite is going to get pied in the face. And we're going to video it and put it up in our next video or whatever. We'll figure out what we're going to do. So if you guys want to see Nick get pied in the face, 100 likes, press that like button. If you haven't already, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button too.
Subscribe, don't like.
And then also at the end of the video, we're doing a little game, a little competition for you guys. So check that out. Go to the end of the video. It's going to involve you commenting and stuff. So look forward to that. But without further ado, let's get into it.
So when I look at this incident and kind of just researching a little bit, I'm kind of irritated a little bit. Obviously the refs made a bad call. Like, everyone knows that. I'm a little irritated on the Rockets side of things just because, like, obviously they want either an automatic win or go back and be replayed from that 7:50 mark.
Yeah.
But it just feels it doesn't make sense because they feel like they're entitled to something that just, like, there's been bad calls before in all sports. Just last year, the NFC Championship game. That was probably one of the most blatantly bad calls I've ever seen, and that didn't get replayed. The Saints lost. It just happened. So for me, it just doesn't make sense. And then even that, I mean, they were still up 13 points at the time with less than 8 minutes left.
Yeah, it was 104 to 89, or it was 102 to 89 whenever he did the dunk. So they were up 13. They would have been up 15 technically, with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, and then, like, I feel like they're just trying to put the blame on, like, the refs when then from that moment to the end of double overtime, they went 11 for 38 on the game. So, like, they should have won that game no matter of that incident, and they just got caught up in that instance.
Like, if you're up 13 with 7 minutes left to play and you lose the game, and then you lose in overtime, like, you're pushing it. You're pushing it if you're trying to get it as a win just because James Harden made a dunk and it got called back, basically. The thing is,
that didn't cost them the game. That's the thing.
No, it's one thing if it's genuinely the ref's fault, which it is the ref's fault. Like,
100%.
he made a bad judgment call.
Yep. But
they still had the option of challenging.
They did have the option of challenging
because the rule the rule is you have 30 seconds basically after it happens to be able to challenge the play, and they didn't.
Yeah, you can take a timeout, and then within 30 seconds of that, like, timeout, you can ask to challenge it, and it just went by. And then they asked about it, and he said the ref said it was too late.
Which Mike D'Antoni said that the refs did a poor job. It was poor process with what they were doing, that they weren't clear of what happened and everything. So that's why he couldn't get the challenge off in time. I think that's just kind of like a reach.
Yeah, like,
that's a big reach to try to get a game win.
Yeah, it's just a lot of excuses.
You took the L. It is what it is. Just move on. Like, if
it's one game out of 82.
Yeah, it is.
It's not going to cost you.
Which one game does
in the end might matter.
You want to win.
The Rockets are good enough where I don't think that one game is going to.
They just
make them miss the playoffs.
They really tried to get that back because they played pretty freaking bad.
Yeah,
in the last 7 minutes, 50 seconds of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
do you have anything to say?
Tristan's been waiting. Tristan doesn't agree, I feel like.
So I don't like the Rockets, but
okay.
Well, no bias.
Okay,
I don't like the
He
Rockets.
said but, so I think he's going to be going for the Rockets here.
Man, in the history of refereeing, worst call in the history of any sport ever. That's awful.
It's bad.
It's awful.
It's bad.
You can watch it 100 times over and you go, this is awful.
I think it's just like the angle that they had. Like, it is a bad call no matter what, but they were all behind him, so it looked like it might have popped out.
It's
maybe,
kind of tough.
Here's the thing I just my turn. Here's the thing I just don't understand.
You got it.
Here's the thing I don't understand. Andrew, I'm talking. Here's the thing I don't understand is with all these sports going to instant replay, the 30-second after timeout, dumb rule, awful. Why only 30 seconds?
Yeah.
But you have that's a rule.
But the NFL,
that's understandable.
That's an off-season issue. That's a
rule. D'Antoni should know that rule.
So what is what's a good time frame?
Oh, well, I don't know if there's
in
a
your
good time,
opinion,
but
like
here's the thing: if it's that bad, like, the NFL has official, like, booth review. Nobody should have to challenge that. That should be be so blatant and so questionable that you should just look at it just for just look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not in NFL's every scoring play. I'm not gonna say every time someone gets a bucket you check it. That'd be dumb.
Yeah.
But if you call a timeout to argue it that hard, you have the fans booing, you've got James and D'Antoni just screaming. Just there's no need to have a team waste a challenge or do that. Just look at it. If it's that bad, just look at it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I get it. They have two horrible stars that aren't going to win the postseason. I get it that D'Antoni's not a good coach when it comes to postseason. I get they're going to go nowhere in the playoffs. That's not my issue.
Yeah. Sure.
That's their issue because they suck. Whether you play golf, basketball, football, there's that in the moment situation.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just go back and replay the game.
You can't start at 7:40 with a 13-point lead.
With everyone have fresh legs and James Harden coming out.
Yeah, exactly. With a 13, with that much of a lead, there's momentum. There's so much momentum in basketball.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah,
and I think that if we had to do a game of one word, it's unfortunate around the room.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for Houston, but then it wasn't at the time. It wasn't close.
Exactly.
And less than 8 minutes in the fourth.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if we want to talk statistically, how many teams in the past, let's just say this year, that have had a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter, less than 8 minutes, have lost? It'd be very slim.
Especially
not
with
a lot. It doesn't happen a lot.
Especially with one of the most prolific scorers in NBA.
He sucks when it matters. So that's what I'm saying. I'd say unfortunate.
Yeah.
The refs messed up. The league, you would argue, messed up of what they did to prepare. They can't do it. They can't dub them a win. That makes no sense. This is a what could have happened moment, and it sucks for Houston. It sucks for the NBA because it was bad publicity for Rockets. It was bad publicity for the NBA. It's bad publicity for the refs. But at the end of the day, it's all this just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I just think this incident comes from just the entitlement that all teams are getting from all the replays that are coming about. Literally, at one point in sports, there's going to be no missed call ever. Because more and more replays are getting involved.
Which they should change that rule anyway. If I'm going to agree with one thing that Tristen said, and I agree with most of the things he said, I think that they should change that rule. They shouldn't even have the 30-second option. They should be able to review that in the booth, 100%. I think that in that instance, you can't let that happen. If a guy makes a dunk like that, it's a breakaway dunk.
Yeah.
It's not like it was just a dunk with people around him and stuff. It's a breakaway dunk. It clearly went in. That should not happen. That should be 2 points. And however the game happens after that, it happens like it does. And it could have been different.
The NFL has people in New York. NBA needs something where somebody is calling from HQ going, stop the game. I think this is a bucket. I think they missed this, a blatant miss. Let's fix this.
Yeah.
Done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't think a challenge needed to be required there.
I mean, you got the NFL. If anytime a touchdown scored, they review it to make sure it's legit.
But actually, I think they should just take challenges out of basketball and then just do a booth review thing.
It wouldn't be difficult in that situation to do it. There should be exceptions.
There's just so many gimmicks now in sports, and it's just so annoying to me at least. I know every call you want to get right and everything, but it's just bad calls are happening. Yeah. That's part of sports. That's it's just part of sports.
It is a part of sports, but man,
lately, something like that, yes, that should get overturned. But little things now, that are bang calls, now they're getting reviewed, and then it's just
AI. We need to invest in AI. AI needs to referee. No more human
robots. Something
ban human refs.
They scan the bodies.
They never make mistakes.
I heard AI and I thought Allen Iverson. I was like, yeah, he's
Get Allen Iverson into artificial intelligence. They need to implement artificial intelligence into
is that what AI means?
NBA reffing.
Yeah. I'm surprised they even asked for this. Did they actually think they were going to get this? That's what I'm wondering. And D'Antoni and the owner.
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, Mike D'Antoni, you're not going to get what you want.
Sorry, Daryl. Your team sucks.
Quit reaching.
You're an owner of a team that's never going to win a championship with ISO ball, so just give it up, honestly. Sell the team. I don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, Houston sucks.
Dude, you can't win. Their team cannot.
They're a pretty bad disappointment, honestly. They looked okay going in the season, but what are you going to get?
But they're not a bad team.
No, they got a lot of talent.
They'll make the playoffs.
They got talent.
But when it comes to the first round, you can't win a 7-game series when James Harden's dribbling it 100 times a possession.
Yeah.
The dude's pounding the ball into the ground.
Yeah.
And then you have Russ shooting 10% from the field. I mean, he had a triple-double tonight, very inefficiently, but...
Do you guys know when the last time this happened, though? Whenever the last time that it actually got a replay. So a team protested, and they were actually able to
I hope you know,
able to
I have no
replay,
idea.
not replay the whole game, but replay from when the instance.
I have no idea.
2004?
2008. Shaquille O'Neal fouled out incorrectly. He had 5 fouls instead of 6. They said he fouled out, basically.
So, and then they played the rest of the game.
They played the rest of the game, and then they went back and they replayed it like 2 weeks later and had Shaquille
And
in.
I'm guessing the Lakers won.
They played like the last 8 minutes. They ended up winning, yeah.
Or
But they lost.
Wait, what team
they
was
lost,
he on?
They lost 133.
He wasn't on the Lakers at that point. He was on what? The
No,
Heat?
yeah, he wasn't on
Heat?
the Lakers. Something. I'm
The
not
Heat,
sure
I
what
think.
game. I'm not sure what team he was
Or
on.
the Celtics. No,
That
it
was a good fact check. That makes us look good.
It was actually the Heat or the Celtics. I don't know. Wait, no, 08.
But they lost in overtime, 133.
No, that's what it.
135.
That might be because he didn't win a championship with the Celtics.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did. Then
No, he won with the Heat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think he went. Yeah, and then he went
3
to
with the
the
Lakers, 1 with the Heat.
Yeah,
And that's a whole other ball game because in the Rockets Spurs, like they have 30 seconds by rule. They have 30 seconds. They missed it. They're not going to get the protest. They missed their window. That was a definite referee mistake.
Yeah, but
so they went back and replayed.
Like if all the rules that get implemented every year, doesn't freaking Mike D'Antoni like give it a little read at least? Like, oh, we do have to like that's got to be in the back of your mind. You got to know that even if the rule sucks.
Honestly, if I was Mike
you have to
D'Antoni,
know
I would just
that.
be like, oh, James Harden, you made it.
Challenge. Yeah, like
The only thing I can think of is he was so heated and just shocked.
Well, he was confused.
That it was,
he
he was
confused.
He said he was confused about the situation.
What's
the
he
refs
getting
weren't
old?
explaining what was going on.
My phone
What do
was
you
ringing.
mean the
I think it's Adam
refs?
Schefter giving us some updates.
Yeah, Mike
Crazy.
D'Antoni's calling you, dude. Why are you talking bad about him? He's looking through the screen.
I just don't get it. Like, yeah, just challenge it. That game, if they challenge that and they win it, they probably go on to win. Just challenge it. Who cares?
Yeah,
what else are you going?
Because they have that momentum.
How many times do you challenge a call?
But they're
in the NBA
getting
game?
so negative
Momentum, and
that they implode basically.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
imploded.
like just challenge. Like
it's
that last
unfortunate.
742 of that game is going to be Houston in the playoffs this year, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
Basically it's an unfortunate trend of events. Subscribe, 100 likes, and
What's the comment?
99
cue
likes.
the competition. Competition is going to be in 3,
99
2, 1.
likes,
Enjoy.
See you, boys.